Hey everybody, it's Brian Haskins, and I want to do a quick video teach you a little bit about how you can evaluate your deals and make sure that you get a good deal in your hands before you go and put a lot of time into it. So let's go ahead and jump right in. The first thing that I want to talk about today is maybe some of the initial questions that you're going to get from the homeowner whenever you're actually on the phone with them. This is usually whenever you start to evaluate the deal and make sure that it's going to be something that you're interested in. It's better just to go ahead and get it out of the way right whenever you're on the phone with the homeowner, because it's going to save you a ton of time, and then you're going to have to, if you weren't to get the information from the homeowner immediately, you would have to research the tax records, get that information, and then try to play phone tag back with the homeowners to see if it's going to be a good deal or not. So it's much easier to just get all the information right off the bat, and you're going to start out by getting normally the address. You also want to get how many bedrooms and bathrooms the property has. You want to try to get the square footage size, what style house it is. Does it have a basement? Does it have a garage? You're going to want to really try to determine the condition of the property as well. These are all really important things that are going to kind of help you determine if this is going to be a property that you want to go after or not. So next, what you're going to want to do, and generally I try to recommend that you do this while you're on the phone with the homeowner, you're going to want to do a quick comp search. And basically a comp is like a comparative property, and you normally will use the MLS or Zillow or Cyberhomes or RealQuest to figure out the value of a particular property, and that's what running comps is. So what you'll do is you want to do a quick search, on Zillow or Cyberhomes if you don't have the opportunity to use the MLS or have a paid search like RealQuest, just for quick numbers. Now you don't want to use sites like Zillow or Cyberhomes later on down whenever you're really going to determine if this is going to be a good property or not, but they're okay for you to use while you're on the phone with the homeowner, just to make sure that you're in the right ballpark as far as what they're asking for the property and what the property is actually worth. Normally you're going to want to use the MLS for a paid subscription like RealQuest. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to run a quick search while you're on the phone with the homeowner. You're going to want to do either like an address or a radius search, whatever whatever search engine you're using offers. Then you're going to want to check just for like bedrooms and bathrooms, and then house type. So let's say that you're on Zillow. You type in the address, and you would just put in there that you want only 3-bedroom, 1-bathroom houses that are ranch style, or you want 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom houses that are 2-story style. That's normally what you're going to want to search for real quick when you're on the phone with the homeowner, and that's just going to give you a basic idea. So what I want to do now is I want to talk a little bit about maybe some more in-depth type searches that you can do once you've already determined if it's going to be a property that you want to go after or not. While you're on the phone with the homeowner, you can spend a little bit more time looking into it, and you can use either the MLS, which is the multiple listing service. That's what most real estate agents use. So if you're not a realtor, in most areas you can't have access to the MLS, but you can usually either pay a real estate agent or talk to someone on the board of realtors and see if you can get access. You can share it with different people, and normally you can get access right away to the MLS. There's also paid searching functions out there like RealQuest. There's a couple other different ones out there that you can use that are pretty good and reliable. But basically what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to use one of these as more of an in-depth search once you're actually going to determine if you want to put this property under contract. So some of the things that you want to look for whenever you're doing like an in-depth comp search, you're going to want to do either an address or a radius search, whichever one it offers. I normally like to do both an address and a radius search. A radius search is basically where it'll search like a quarter mile or a half mile or even a mile around the particular property for other like-kind properties. An address search will just give you generally the houses that are on the particular street. So that's the difference between those two searches. You're also going to want to make sure the bedrooms and the bathrooms are normal. You're going to want to make sure the house type is normal, so you're not comparing like a multi-family to a single family or a 2-story to a ranch style house. It's really important, and you're not comparing like brick houses to frame houses or block to frame or something like that. So the next thing you want to do is you want to take a look at the square footage, and you want to only compare like properties that are somewhere around 20% or closer in square footage. That's usually a pretty good rule of thumb. You also want to make sure that you're comparing houses that have basements and garages to houses that do have basements and garages, and so on. And then you also want to determine the sale type. This is kind of important, especially with all the REOs that are out there. So you want to make sure that if it was a retail or an REO or an as-is type sale, it's really important to look into those things. So the next thing that you're going to look at when you're evaluating the deal is when you actually go on the appointment. You're going to want to make sure that you leave a little extra early, and you're going to want to check out the comps in the area. And you also want to make sure that when you get to the property, you check the house for the condition and then adjust it accordingly whenever you're making your offer. So what I want to do now is I want to kind of switch over real quick and show you how to run comps. It's just going to take a few moments. I'll show you an address search and a radius search. I'm going to be using the MLS, so if you don't have access to the MLS, it's going to be a little bit different for you, but most MLS search engines work the same, and the principles are the same no matter what search engine you're using. So I'll just go ahead and show you on the MLS just a quick radius and address search. Alright, so we're logged in here. We're going to go to search, and we're going to click on just a radius search for now. We'll stick with a 1/4 mile, and you're going to put the address in there. I'll just make one up. Alright, we're going to want to search for residential only for this particular one. And as far as the status goes, we just want to do maybe sold properties and active. That way we have an idea. We can adjust prices, bedrooms and bathrooms. We want to make sure that we go ahead and get the right bedrooms and bathrooms. Alright. There's other stuff you can do, but for now this is going to give us a pretty good idea. We'll go ahead and run search. Alright, so we found 74 listings. So then what you would do is you would go through here and you would start to sort these properties and determine if it's going to be a good fit for you. Alright. So you can see there's a ton of different ones here. We had a total of 74 listings. So then you're going to want to compare 2-bedroom to 1.5 bathrooms, and you're going to look at square footage. And there's a lot of different ways you can look at this. Let's see. We can go to condensed to look at it, so there's no pictures. We can just get the basic gist, how many bedrooms, how many bathrooms, square footage, and we can start to sort this accordingly. Alright, now let me go ahead and show you how to do an address search real quick. This is going to be real simple. Type in the address. We'll just go ahead and type that one in again. We're going to do residential only, and we only want, let's say, 2-bedroom, 3-bedroom, 1-bathroom houses that are active. So that's all I'm going to put in for this one. We'll go ahead and click search. Alright, we have 32 listings. These are all going to be in the same street. Now, if you're searching a broad street, it might be a little bit different. If you're searching just a little subdivision, it'll probably be a lot more specific for you. But basically what you'll want to do is you'll just want to basically go ahead and sort it. We'll do condensed. And we'll be able to see all the details there. Now, like I said, if we wanted to, we could go back and revise our criteria and narrow it down by square footage. Make sure that we're all within the same square footage. And we can narrow it down by price. There's a lot of different things that we can narrow it down by. Alright, so that's a little tutorial on how you can evaluate your properties. Basically, once you have all of your information determined, you are going to then want to take a look at what the homeowner is asking for the property, and then determine if what the houses are selling for are in line with what you can offer for the property, and still wholesale the deal and make a profit. So I hope this kind of clears it up for you guys, and I hope you enjoyed this video. I will see you all soon in the next video.